Hi kawan, welcome to EDCReady. Today I have another unboxing video. This one is by a brand called QSP. Now before I continue, I just want to give a shout out to Thomas Tools who loaned me this knife. So do check them out at their website, thomastools.com. You can find some really nice knife. They do carry a lot of QSPs. I believe around here in Malaysia they are the main distributor, or possibly even the only distributor for QSP knives. So do check them out. Thank you very much Thomas Tools for loaning me this knife for this unboxing. So without further ado, here we go. We got a nice little box right here, nice nice lettering right here, nice and reflective. QSP, a better knife for a better life, made in China. And let's just open this up. First things first, you get a little warranty card right here. It says here the QSP knife is guaranteed against defects in material and workmanship and has a limited lifetime warranty. As you can see here, the name here is the Snipe and it's on ball bearings. We have a slightly over 3.5 inch blade in D2. We have the width of the handle at 1.185 inches. G10 also has a glass breaker, liner lock, jimping, and the length of the handle is 4.75 inches. So those are the vital signs. I don't have my weighing scale right now, but you can check it out at the website at QSP. And here you go. This is the Snipe. As you can see here, D2 steel, satin finish. We have a deep carry pocket clip. Now the deep carry pocket clip, even though the screws are a little bit flatter, which I always love, some knives the screw actually goes pretty high into the clip, like this one. In this one, the screws stay quite a little bit flatter to the scales. Unfortunately, the clip itself is not very high, so you still have this problem where your pants might have a little trouble getting in there. Another first impression is that the ramp here could be a little bit higher. I wish it was a little bit higher. You can get into the pants easier. Personally, how I like to put knives in the pants is I like to actually hold here and pull it up a little bit and then stick it into the pants. It helps, protect the pants a little bit more. You have this here, which is a glass breaker. It's not a sharp glass breaker, it's just a little pointy at the end. Not sure if that's very effective or not. If you guys ever try it, just let me know. Okay, let's go on to the rest of the knife. G10. This is the blue colored one. It feels really rough. If you've ever felt the PM2 or the Para3 G10 scales, it has that same kind of roughness, good texturing. But just keep in mind that it's going to be pretty rough. The good thing about G10 is that G10 does soften up over time as you use it more and more. It'll wear in a little bit. Flipper tab. It's nice and angled. It also has nice jimping around here, and it's also a rounded jimping. It's not like the sharp jimping that you can get on some knives like the Spyderco. It was pretty sharp until I got used to it. This is nice and rounded all the way around. And in fact, all the way around here, you get some nice rounding on the G10 here. You get some nice rounding on the inner scales as well. Sometimes you might get these inner scales that are a little bit sharp, but in this case, they're actually pretty nice. Nice and rounded on the inside. You have some nice chamfering over here as well. And the chamfering actually has a different texture from the rest of the G10. This G10 has this kind of rough checkered board area, whilst the top here is has this vertical chamfering, I suppose. And then over here is pretty nice and smooth. But without further ado, let's look at the action. Okay, putting back, flipping the knife, hand on the table, see we'll flip. Okay, not bad. Let's try that again. See if we'll flip. Alright, D10 is a tad bit soft for my preference, but it's fine. Nothing wrong with it. It's just a little bit soft. We have T8, T6s here. Looking at the blade here, we're in D2. So a couple of things. It has this nice swedge up here, which I really like. It really makes the tip nice and pointy. Good for penetrating. It has a flat grind, but it has a medium flat grind. It's not a tall flat grind. It's not even a full flat grind. A full flat grind looks like this, where the grind itself is flat and it's all the way from top to bottom. In this case, it's kind of a medium flat grind, which kind of makes it. It might make it not as good of a slicer. I'm not sure what the thickness of this is. Here's a little thickness comparison. It's slightly thicker than the Roik, but because of the medium flat grind, it doesn't really come to as sharp of a slicing edge right here. Now this could mean that it's designed more for hard use, but it's not gonna be like the best slicer, of course, especially compared to something like your Dragonfly, which is a full flat grind and extremely thin blade stock. Bit of a trade-off. For me personally, I prefer something more slicier than more hard use, so we'll see how that goes. Okay, ergonomics. Ergonomics are pretty good. You pick up the knife and you kind of, if your hands go into a position, you know that it's a well-made ergonomic knife. In this case, the first position that kind of feels comfortable for me is just holding it like this, putting your thumb in this nice little dip here, and then your hand kind of just fills out this part right here, just kind of fills out your hand quite nicely right here. Okay, but the problem is it feels like I like being a little bit closer to the blade. Okay, even this is like on the limit of how far I want to be from the blade. I do appreciate a finger choil like this. I kind of feel like you're a little bit too far from the blade. Great for like any kind of hacking movement where you need to pull back and strike in. Let's choke up a little bit. You can't really choke up here because there's no finger choil, but if you put your fingers here, this little hump right here actually fits nicely in this part of your hand. So ergonomically, the knife is really good. It even has a little dip here for your thumb, thanks to this harpoon switch thing. So ergonomically, it feels pretty well. It feels really grippy as well. This G10 is really grippy, but this flat, smooth area here makes it really nice for your hand to come in, so you don't get the kind of roughness, coursing feeling that you get over here. Overall, not bad. D2 steel, which is a very tough steel in the budget end, and holds an edge pretty well. Although keep in mind, D2 is not stainless, so keep in mind you need to take care of the rusting a little bit more on this one. You get some nice scalloping here, and of course some nice jimping down here, which is great. Much like the Ruike, which has jimping here, but the Ruike jimping is a lot sharper, a little bit more abrasive. This does provide the grip of jimping, but all the edges are rounded, so it makes it really comfortable to use as well. Drop shot action, a little bit of shake. It is on bearings, and that's a pretty thick blade, and it's a pretty big blade, 3.5 inches, 3.575 inches, so pretty thick blade, pretty long blade, and because of this kind of harpoon thing, it does add a little bit of weight to the tip. However, the balance is right around here, so it makes it a little front heavy if you hold it like this. If you hold it a little bit further forward, it's pretty fine, but just so you know, the natural grip of this just feels a tad bit front heavy, and I think that front heaviness helps with this action, like that. Okay, smooth bearings. D10 just a little bit too soft, but it's not bad. It's still workable. This has a slightly stronger D10, which I like. I always prefer a little bit of a stronger D10, but that's just personal preference. Nothing wrong with it. It's just a personal preference. It'll still function quite well. In fact, let's see if I can miss a flip with this one. Okay, can miss a flip, not bad, but still pretty good. Alright guys, so that is my unboxing and first impression of this, the QSP Snipe. Don't forget to check out more QSP knives at Thomas Tools. Okay, pretty nice guys. You can hit them up on social media as well. In fact, you can even, if you have something you want to check out, just let them know. Personally, QSP knife that I really want to try out is the Puffin. So if you have any experience with the Puffin, do let me know in the comment section down below. Okay guys, thanks for watching and stay ready.